So the other day, my wife and I, we wanted to take our 2-year-old boy. Hey everyone, my name is Robert Alexe, a real estate broker here in town in San Antonio, Texas, and surrounding counties. I am more importantly though, I'm a dad of two. I have a boy and a girl, and I'm gonna keep it real, keep it raw, and let you guys know exactly what it means to live now with two little ones here in the San Antonio, Texas area. So the other day, my wife and I, we wanted to take our 2-year-old boy out on a splash pad to burn out some energy, right? And we also took our brand newborn baby that was born in the month of May, and she was not having it. This sums up what it is like living in Texas with two kids, and let's talk about it. Plus, I'm gonna keep it real with the pros and the cons for you guys, so that way you guys have a better idea if San Antonio is a right fit for you. So let's hop into the video right now. Whether you're thinking of living here, relocating here, moving here, does not really matter. Even if you're a local here and you're just curious, this video is for you. So pro number one is mild and beautiful winters. I'm looking back in the winter of 2024-2025. I really enjoyed it. Mild winters. We actually even had 1 day of snow. It barely got to the afternoon, but still we had really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to even use our fireplace for the very first time, even after living in our second house for like a period of 3 years. So that was really cool. But overall, I really enjoyed it. The weather was nice. The sweater weather, beautiful. Really liked it. You can even go on walks outside. You can even grill outdoors, even though it's pretty cold outside, but it was still very pleasant. It was a great mixture of decent weather. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but I really enjoyed it. You can go on walks with the family, even though it is cold outside, and cold down here it hits differently than it does up north in the nation. So that's my 2 cents on that one. Pro number two is family-friendly neighborhoods and amenities. I really like San Antonio because if you're like me and have a family and have a few kids within the family, San Antonio is a very relaxed lifestyle, very catered to family-oriented, very grounded, I'd say, a very relaxed city. San Antonio is full of family-friendly parks. You have a lot of dog parks as well. For those of you who are pet owners, there's a bunch of dog parks out there. You can do a lot of walking. There's a bunch of trails and also amenities. A lot of these HOAs are going to have pool centers, maybe even lazy rivers on some of them. You have basketball courts, tennis courts, even playgrounds, pickleball courts. I mean, it's just great atmosphere for family living, very laid-back lifestyle, which I personally love. A lot of our past clients that have moved from Chicago, Seattle, Portland, all these other major cities have said that. They've mentioned that feedback, and they really like that San Antonio is very catered to, especially your children and my children as well. Now that I'm a dad, I'm excited to experience that side of life here in San Antonio as a young dad myself. So pro number three is affordable cost of living. So compared to Austin, Dallas, Houston, even parts of California, other bigger states, San Antonio is more affordable when it comes to cost of living. Also for your groceries, even daycare centers, or just overall in general, is a great place and atmosphere, and you could financially breathe out here. That's 100% a fact here. So pro number four is culture and community vibes. So from fiesta parades to farmers market, you have a bunch of options to choose from. You even have the rodeo here in San Antonio in February because the San Antonio Spurs are out on the road during the time of the season in the NBA. So the rodeo season is going to be in the month of February. You're going to have a lot of cool spots to hit up. You have a lot of farmers markets spread out throughout the city, some of which are going to be in the hub of San Antonio at the Pearl, which is closer to the downtown area. There's some other ones in the country. You can even go strawberry picking. I personally love that, especially with my family. We have a particular person we go to in Poteet, Texas, which is a little bit further south. I love to go there with my family and pick out strawberries, especially for strawberry jam that we make that is completely homemade, and I absolutely love it. You could probably tell by my love handles, but anyways, it's so good to definitely go out there and pick your own strawberries. But overall, San Antonio is an amazing place for a community as well. So pro number five is surprisingly great spring weather. This year I really enjoyed it. I mean, even right now I'm in the month of June, which is a summer month, and it just rained last night, and it's really nice outside. Even it feels like it's supposed to be humid, but it's not that humid, at least for me right now. I know there's other days where it feels more humid than others. You know, whenever it's humid, I get really sweaty even when I'm not doing anything. And if you're anything like me, you get sweaty just by even thinking, right? So I really enjoyed the spring weather we've had here. We have plenty of rain, showers throughout the spring this year in 2025. And I have my father-in-law and my brother-in-law who work in drilling, and drilling is a heavy physical activity, especially outdoors when they're drilling for fiber optic and all that stuff, and water lines and whatever their assignment is. And I remember my father-in-law specifically mentioning, he's like, man, this year has been very awesome. You know, even during the hot summer months when they work in like almost scorching hot weather, this spring has been very good to them, and also good for me, my family. We did plenty of walks outside with my wife and I, with my child and my second born. So it's just really nice atmosphere, especially during the springtime. But okay, guys, so we're gonna take a quick break, and if you guys are looking to move to San Antonio, relocate to San Antonio, hit me up. All my contact information is below, so if you guys are considering doing that, go ahead and contact us. We got your backs 24/7. And over there is a chicken coop I was telling you guys about. They give me eggs, I promise you. They give me eggs every single week. It's awesome. Now back to the video. Okay, so con number one, the summer heat is no joke, especially with kids. Like I mentioned earlier before, with that story with my baby girl at the splash pad, that public splash pad over there at La Cantera area. It's called The Rock. There's a splash pad there, a really nice area to hang out, you know, restaurants. That's even where the Spurs practice. They have a building right there on that complex. A really great atmosphere, a bunch of turf surrounded everywhere, you know. But it was just so annoying, you know, that we didn't even stay there long. We stayed maybe like 25-30 minutes out there, whereas I would love to stay more, you know, have my son enjoy the splash pad more. But it's just annoying when now that I'm experiencing a fatherhood of a second child, especially with my brand new born baby, she was, you know, turning red, very heated up, you know, very hard to manage, you know, even though my wife was trying to cool her off with a fan, maybe even, you know, with a wet towel just to try to cool her off. You know, it's very difficult. So if you're a parent out here, and even if you're a current local here, maybe you're experiencing that same thing, I mean, let me know in the comments. So that's what I've been experiencing. It's not the end of the world, you know, but you're gonna have more indoor stuff to do rather than outdoor. Whereas I would like to go maybe on a lake day, or maybe go out on the Guadalupe River, you know, hang out with my family, stuff like that. So that's what I would share with you guys, so you guys know what's going on with that particular part. So con number two, allergies are a real thing here. If you've never heard of cedar fever, welcome to Central Texas. Over here, when the pollen gets off of the trees, especially during the springtime, you're going to see that greenish yellow substance on our rooftops, on our cars, on our sidewalks, all over the city. And if you have, if you're allergic to cedar, you're going to be prepared for a lot of sneezing, maybe a lot of coughing, stuff like that. There's an airplane flying over me, and I hope it doesn't ruin the sound. Anyways, you know, it can actually hit pretty hard, this cedar fever. You're gonna have itchy eyes, runny noses. It can take a toll on you. But we have a lot of medication out here, and your CVS's, your Walgreens, your local pharmacies at Walmart's, HEBs, whatever. There's a bunch of medication out there for you guys to take if you guys are experiencing these type of allergies. For me personally, I don't have those. I know some of my friends from church do. It's kind of annoying to see what they're going through. Red eyes, itchy noses, things of that nature. So be prepared for cedar fever season in the springtime. So con number three is traffic and limited transportation. When I say limited transportation, I mean if you guys don't own a car, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get around the city. The only public transportation we're gonna have is the via bus systems and Uber and Lyft. Then that's pretty much it. We don't have any train stations. You'll see a lot of train tracks within the city, but these are like Pacific Union type of trains that just travel with cargo. But it's not like public transportation as you would see like in the North Metro areas of the country, right? So that's something to expect. and it might be even impossible with kids, especially during the rush hour of 1604 and I-10. I mean, especially with the traffic that we're having, with the construction that's taking place here lately. You'll see, if you guys never been to San Antonio or have visited San Antonio before, you'll see what I'm talking about, especially on the I-10 1604 corridor, even on I-35 going towards Austin, even Loop 410. You're going to see a bunch of bridges being built, a lot of expansion of lanes. So a lot of people are moving here, a lot of people are relocating here. So that's something that you guys should expect. It's not the end of the world. It's going to get better, but right now it sucks. Okay, so con number 4 is fewer city perks than Dallas or Austin or maybe even Houston. So if you're used to like that nightlife, a lot of more high-end restaurants, a lot of more cutting-edge jobs, San Antonio might not be a fit for you. We're still growing. We're in our growing pains. We're getting there. I think we're even making a bigger arena in the downtown area for our Spurs, to get more opportunity for events, for like concerts and stuff like that. So when it comes to that, we don't even have an NFL team. The only professional team we have here is the San Antonio Spurs and a semi-professional team of soccer called San Antonio FC, which is partners with the Spurs. But that's pretty much it, when it comes to like the bigger lifestyle. I know the World Cup is coming next year here in Canada, United States, and Mexico, and San Antonio could never host a World Cup game. I know bigger cities like Dallas could, bigger cities like Houston could. I don't know about Austin. I know they have Austin FC, but I don't know if it's actually related to would be beneficial for a World Cup match to take place there. I don't think they're that big, even though Austin has an MLS team. But that's something to let you guys know. We're still growing. We're not that type of city. Hopefully, eventually, maybe in the future, we may get an NFL team. If that's the case, I highly, highly doubt it. I know a couple years back when the Raiders moved to Vegas, I think there were talks to have the Raiders really close to San Antonio, which is a city in San Marcos, which is up north, northeast, past New Braunfels. That was in the works, but I guess the Raiders finalized out there in that region of the United States. So that's something to let you guys know about, when it comes to this particular topic. Okay, so con number 5 is bugs, and more bugs. So there's a lot of mosquitoes. There's going to be a lot of flies around town. You may even find some cockroaches here and there. I haven't seen a lot of spiders, like tarantula-sized spiders. I know when you're never been to Texas, you think like very deserty type of a geographic region. But the most common insects I've seen is going to be mosquitoes, cockroaches, and a lot of flies. You can get those at Home Depot. I recently went to Home Depot to try to find a product about mosquitoes. They suck. They really do suck. It's going to be difficult to come out of your house to enjoy maybe a get-together with your family. If you guys know better products, please let me know in the comments. I would love for you guys to let me know. You guys were going to be a lifesaver. I mean, I do have chickens in the backyard. Maybe that's why they are attracting these types of bugs. But even before then, before I even built my chicken coop, which you'll see here on the screen, like there's mosquitoes, so it's just annoying. I wish mosquitoes sucked our fat than our blood, because if they did suck our fat, please come to me. Please suck all the fat out of me so that I could look even better with a cutthroat six-pack. But it is what it is. This is what you guys can expect when moving here to San Antonio. Guys, if you guys listen all the way to the very end, these are not like deal breakers. These are just things what to expect. I absolutely love living in San Antonio. I've been living in San Antonio since I was a kid. When I moved from Chicago at 12 years old, I've lived here pretty much like the entire second half of my life. I really love it here. It's a great place to live. Growing up here as a kid, I really enjoyed it. I even remember moving from Chicago thinking I moved on a vacation permanently. So I really love the lifestyle here in San Antonio. There are some pros and cons to every city you move into, right? So I hope you guys can take away these type of pros and cons, and don't take it too to heart too deeply, right? You know, especially these cons, you know, you're gonna experience that, and you might get even used to it. But if this is not for you guys, I'm so glad you guys watched to the end, because now you guys know especially what to expect in San Antonio, and maybe San Antonio is not for you and you can go somewhere else, you know, maybe another state or maybe another city within the state of Texas, you know. And if you guys are moving within the state of Texas, I have plenty other realtor friends that serve in those areas, so feel free to reach out to us anyways still, because we got your backs 24/7. So if you guys are looking to move to San Antonio, relocate to San Antonio, hit me up. You'll contact me personally. I have all my contact information below, my phone number, my email, even my Calendly link with the Zoom call. It doesn't matter. I got your backs 24/7. Our team does as well. So if you guys are looking to move to San Antonio, hit us up and go check some more of our videos. See you guys on the next video.